Hi, I'm Adnan Mahmutovic and this is Love and Is This Contents podcast. Dirty Dancing is a 1987 American romantic drama written by Eleanor Bergstein and directed by Emil Ardolino. It is the story of Frances Baby Houseman, a girl from a well-off family who falls in love with the dance instructor Johnny Castle at this summer resort. It is no doubt one of the best and most famous dance movies which brought fame to Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey. Many of us who grew up in the 1980s feel strong nostalgia when thinking back to all the strong feelings we felt when the story of forbidden love between classes struck us like bolts of lightning. Many of us, in fact, learned romance through movies like this. It is full of amazing dialogue, many cool one-liners like the classic "Nobody puts baby in the corner" when Johnny snatches baby from her family in the final scene and they perform their dance quite perfectly, making everyone else dance with them. And they lived happily ever after. What strikes me as I watch it with my kids more than 3 decades later is what a great job it does showing that falling in love is about different kinds of attraction. There is, of course, the sex appeal featured in exotic dances, but the main point seems to be that one falls in love with someone's character. Baby admires and desires Johnny for who he is, and he is everything she thinks she lacks. And Johnny, he desires her because she has traits he never could have. In other words, to use the line from another romantic drama, Jerry Maguire, they complete each other. This is very much in the keeping with the old Platonic thought that to love is to desire what one doesn't have, that someone out there is that missing half that completes you. To fall in love with someone's character rather than looks is very much the heritage of the Brontes. We all remember how plain Jane ends up with the Byronic man, Mr. Rochester, but despite the focus on the heterosexual romance, there are other kinds of love that are not just featured but also in competition with each other. The filial love between Baby and her father, and the friendship love between Johnny and his dancing partner, Penny Johnson. I want to use this second pair to say something about eros in friendship. We know that Plato used the word eros to talk about love between partners, and philia about friendship love, and the love for things like wisdom, beauty, etc. Nowadays we use the word love to encompass all kinds of feelings, affections, and even simple attitudes. The question that comes to mind watching Dirty Dancing is the relationship between eros and philia, the erotic and the spiritual attraction. Can one have a sexual attraction to one's friends without it being a desire to have sex with them? I want to say yes. True friendship involves true and deep intimacy. It involves knowing one another, sharing many things, trusting each other, depending on one another, and so on. Such a relationship, when one is relaxed in being who one is, being accepted for who one is, seems to create erotic feelings. I mean this for any kind of gender. It could be between heterosexual people who otherwise show no interest in the same gender. I want to emphasize again that I don't mean a friendship love that typically, like in some romantic dramas, evolves into an erotic relationship. I'm simply curious about the erotic charge. This is, in my view, beautifully portrayed in the movie, especially in the dances that Johnny and Penny perform, both on stage and in the more relaxed ambient these that are meant for servants and entertainment only. These are the spaces where Baby watches all the sexy dances and becomes aroused by Johnny. Everyone dances with everyone. Some of them are couples. The dance between Johnny and Penny is really quite charged with erotic energy, and yet they are only best friends. We viewers, as well as other characters, all think Johnny and Penny are a couple, and yet there is no sexual attraction between them. neither wants to sleep with the other, and in fact, they both have other lovers. Our baby, as well as her father, think Johnny and Penny are lovers because they at first sight only see this shallow surface of the passionate dance. This dance is, I want to argue, so erotically charged exactly because they are such intimate friends. We see how deeply they love each other later in the story when we find out that Penny is pregnant with one of the duplicitous and unsympathetic waiters. She's trying to get an abortion, and the kind of care and worry that Johnny shows her is like that of a brother for his sister. He risks his job, he gets into conflicts, he is exposed to prejudice about his character because people think he is the one who got Penny pregnant. He suffers many punches without defending himself, all in order to be the best possible friend to Penny. This, I think, explains the level of sheer erotic energy in their dances, which Baby and he only start to accomplish in the end, in the very final dancing scene, the climax of the movie. That is the moment when both can relax and trust each other, because they know how well attuned their characters have become. Before that, there were scenes of flirting, intimacy, and love-making. And we see how and why they fall in love. But still, none of those scenes has the erotic charge of the dance between Johnny and Penny. I hope you enjoyed this short reflection on one of my favorite movies. Thank you for following Love and His Discontents. Until next time, much love from Stockholm.